since I blew, they all on my.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. Warning. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Try to do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Sponge. 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 No, no, no. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. We're going to 54. Why in? Hey, 47. We're going to 54. Why in? 26.
To throw is Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Swerve. Swerve. Hey. Hey, kill. 47. 54. Mike, 54. Focus defense. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set, ready. Touchdown. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Right there. 54, right there. Gun. All day, baby, all day.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Keep it up, guys. Watch the ship. Kill. 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Alert 3. We're going to 53. 26.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Newton. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
We're going to 53. Mike spot 4. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This is Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 47. Hey, we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Here's Prescott. He completes it to Henry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Don't let him breathe. Play that Johnny D. Don't let him breathe, defense. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Prescott down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Newton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
I smell fear in that offense.
47.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now Prescott. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jackson. Forced out to his left. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Double dog, that's the way.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 41-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know the drill, but otherwise, just don't do it.
The 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check 50, check 50. Watch twitch. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Hey, kill.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54, watch 54. Coming to you, coming to you.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, 46.
6 man. Check cross, check cross. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
Check, we're going to 54. Right here.
Watch the pass. Shift.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. Open man there is Malone. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
54, Mike.
Go, get out there. Then we're going to 53.
Kill.
Then we're going to 53.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
26.
Here's Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Watch the slant. Right there.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Whip.
47.
Watch the whip. Mike's 54.
26.
54.
Then we're going to 54. Right in.
Shoot.
26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Mike's 5-4.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Get off the field.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Go to 54. Right in. Then we're going to 53.
Switch. Check 31.
Here we go. Going to 54. Right in.
Hey, watch that.
26.
Prescott from the gun. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
25. Check 25. Watch out.
Under.
Move. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch
26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say Things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Mike 54. Check right, check right. Switch it, switch it, switch it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's coming.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Niners 23, Cowboys 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's third and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 56 yards.
A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Jackson now. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. the defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 2. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go to Elliott again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
46. Coming after you. 54.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And they work this out past the 25. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Under 10. 10.
So they go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch twist.
Now Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 8.
54. Going to 53. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Throw left side complete. It's Newton. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to go down again. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know.